Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we have got the start of MLB The Show 24. This is the 5th year here on the Greedo Plays channel that we have been doing MLB The Show franchises. Go back to MLB 20 The Show with the San Diego Padres, then with the Los Angeles Angels, then the Washington Nationals, last year with the Kansas City Royals. We're back in the Central this year, and we're taking on the Cincinnati Reds team. This is going to be a project, but I'm excited for it. You look at the starting pitchers: Hunter Green, Nick Lodolo, Andrew Abbott, Nick Martinez, Frankie Montas, Brandon Williamson will likely be the guys on the Major League roster this year. We'll see what they do. It's looking like Frankie Montas might actually be the opening day starter, so we'll see how that goes. The bullpen is all right. TJ Antone's there, and of course you're going to have the all-star Alexis Diaz as the closer of the squad. And folks, if you haven't yet though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for some more Cincinnati Reds franchise mode here on the channel. If you've been around the channel, you know franchise mode every single day, and be on the lookout for March to October coming in later tonight as well. But yeah, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and hit that like button as well. So at first base, you've got Christian Encarnacion, you got Mike Ford as the backup. At catcher, you got Tyler Stevenson. Second base, probably our best bat is going to be Matt McLain. Had a tremendous season last year. Jonathan India, I believe, is still being shopped in real life. He has not been traded just yet. Let me know what to do in the comment section down below with Jonathan India. At third base, Jeimer Candelario is the free agency signing for the Reds. They brought in Josh Harrison as well. He's going to be in the minors. Of course, there's the face of the franchise. I mean, you saw it in the thumbnail. Elly De La Cruz. He is the starting shortstop for the foreseeable future on the squad. Tony Kemp was brought over from Oakland. He will likely not see the Major League roster in a very long time. And you look at left field, TJ Friedel is likely going to be the guy there, but then also you have Spencer Steer and Jake Fraley as well. I mean, all three of those guys, that could be your outfield with just those three dudes. But then you look at center field, and of course the bat production goes down with Stuart Fairchild, but still he is a defensively good player. And then in right field you got Will Benson, who can hit from the left side of the plate. Of course, really only sees righties well. Likely not going to have him bat against lefties at all. And then your pitching rotation, I mean, I'm just going to do what the Reds are replicating in real life. Or I'm going to replicate what the Reds are doing in real life. I'm going to start Frankie Montas on opening day. I don't know. I will be in Cincinnati for opening weekend. I will not be there for opening day, so I'll miss the Frankie Montas start, but I will be there on Saturday and Sunday for the Nationals and Reds series in real life. So if you want to see me vlog that, I mean, I'm down to do that. I might as well. So again, Nationals and Reds here tonight. Of course, if you're new to the channel, I am a Washington Nationals fan, so I am very familiar with this team. And of course, we've got the Cincinnati Reds as well. Opening day 2024. Let's do it, man. This Reds team, again, has potential to definitely win the division. They were, they went on a big winning streak last season. They were in charge, or they were on top of the Central at points of the season last year. Obviously didn't end up winning the division, but of course the future is bright. Matt McLain, Elly De La Cruz, there are guys on this team that are ready to produce. And if the audio quality at all sounds a little bit different, I am in a different setup. We'll be back to the normal setup for Monday's video. So the next 3 videos with this Reds start to the franchise will be with this setup. So if the mic quality sounds a little bit different, my apologies on that. Again, just a different setup for the video today. Spencer Steer is supposed to lead us basically in everything except for stolen bases, which will likely go to Elly De La Cruz. But again, those are just projections that the game is giving us. And we'll see where Frankie Montas does go in this first start here with the Reds. Expectations for this season, we'll see. Again, I think this is a team that should likely contend to win the National League Central crown this year and just immediately make an impact in the playoffs. I think we've got the tools to do it. We will reevaluate really our whole situation at the trade deadline if we want to be buyers at the deadline, which I'm hoping we are. I certainly hope we aren't sellers at the deadline, even though we don't have the most to sell if we were to sell, because again, we have a lot of pieces for the future. But again, we will reevaluate this team's position at the deadline, and if we need to buy, I'm going to be more than willing to do so. I want to get this team some playoff experience right now, and we'll see what we can do. Frankie Montas makes the start here tonight against CJ Abrams up first for the Washington Nationals. He's going to ground out right to Matt McLain. McLain over to Encarnacion. There's your first out, and here's your Nationals lineup. CJ Abrams in the 1, then Stone Garrett, Joey Meneses, Eddie Rosario, Keeper Ruiz, Luis Garcia, Lane Thomas, Ildemaro Vargas, and of course Victor Robles in the 9. Stone Garrett though going to strike out looking on the slider away by Montas. First strikeout of the season for him, and first is a Red, and he's going to go back to back, get Joey Meneses swinging. Here comes the All-Star Josiah Gray on the mound for the Nationals last season. 3.91 ERA, 8 113 record. Basically had 0 run support last year. We'll see what he gets this year. TJ Friedl is going to be leading things off for the Reds, and he's going to fly out into right field. And here is your Reds lineup. It will go Friedl, De La Cruz, McLean, Candelario, Benson, Fairley, Steer, Stevenson, and Encarnacion in the 9. Here comes Elly De La Cruz. De La Cruz on the 1-1, gonna hit one in right field. It is pulled, and De La Cruz with the first hit of the 2024 season for the Cincinnati Reds. McLean on the 3-1 pitch. De La Cruz going with his 99 speed, but there's a walk, so no need. First and second with 1 out, and after a pass ball, second and third, here comes the Candyman, Jeimer Candelario in the left center field. It's gone. Candy takes one deep left center. 399 feet for Jeimer Candelario. His first as a Cincinnati Red. He was playing for the Cubs last season, and also, of course, our opponent here tonight in the Washington Nationals. Candy goes deep. 3-0, just like that, for the switch hitting third baseman, who I think is here to make an impact for the Cincinnati squad. Will Benson, of course, you know he hits right-handed pitching very well. Gonna put that one in the left field, though. It will be caught. Jake Fraley on the 1-2 pitch, up the middle, past Josiah Gray. There's gonna be a 2-out base knock for Cincinnati. So we are going to see the 7 spot here in this first inning, which is Spencer Steer. He's gonna pull one into left field. Again, a better hitter against left-handed pitching, but that's gonna be a flyout in to left. Not after Jeimer Candelario's, though, 3-run shot to put the Reds up 3-0. Eddie Rosario gonna lead off this inning, though, and the free agency pickup for the Nationals is going to pick up that single. Here comes the switch hitting catcher, Keibert Ruiz into left center field. Friedl giving chase. That ball's going to drop, so Rosario will be easily going first to home, and the Nationals have scored thanks to Keibert Ruiz's RBI double. Luis Garcia now on the 1-1 pitch is going to pop one into foul ground. There is Tyler Stevenson over to make the play. It will be Montas's first out here of the top of the second. Here comes the Lane train. Lane Thomas should not be batting 7th, but he's going to strike out looking on the slider. It's going to be 2 gone now for the 8th spot in Ildemaro Vargas, and Vargas going to put one on the ground, a slow roller to Elly De La Cruz, but you know that man's got a cannon. Let's go on to the bottom of the second. Tyler Stevenson's first AB of the season is not a good one. Josiah is going to get him to, you know, take a horrible hack at that one. Here comes Encarnacion, and he's going to pull one into left field. That ball is going to get down for a 1-out single. Now up, the leadoff man, TJ Friedl, who's in the 1 spot. He's going to chop one to short. Here comes CJ Abrams charging in, and that will be the 2nd out of the inning. So we move Encarnacion to 2nd for Elly De La Cruz, and Elly's going to pull one deep right field. It's up, and it is out of here. Elly De La Cruz, 407 feet for the Cincinnati Reds, and what a shot! The first of many in the 2024 season. We're only hoping De La Cruz improves even further. It's 5-1 now for the Cincinnati Reds, thanks to Elly De La Cruz's first of the year and the 2nd of the year as a whole for Cincinnati, of course, following up Jeimer Candelario's in the first inning. So, I mean, hey, we couldn't ask for a better start for this game for the Reds. 5-1, and we're only in the 3rd inning. And off of a pitcher like Josiah Gray, who, again, has struggled some in the past, but an all-star caliber pitcher in Josiah Gray, and the Reds are absolutely smacking the ball off of him. But after a Victor Robles double, CJ Abrams is going to pull one down the line, and the Nationals are going to have 2nd and 3rd here with no outs. They are threatening here against Frankie Montas, who's only a 74 overall in this game. Here comes Stone Garrett. Saw his season end last year due to an injury, but Stone Garrett's going to put one on the ground. It's going to be an RBI. Put out, though, at first base. New score 5-2. The Nationals, though, still looking to get more on the board. Joey Meneses down the left field line. That ball is going to get down. Meneses with an RBI single makes this now 5-3, and the Nationals get both of those runs back from the De La Cruz homer in the bottom of the 2nd. Here comes Eddie Rosario, the former Atlanta Brave, is going to swing through a splitter down and away. And now Keibert Ruiz in the 1-2 pitch, going to pull one deep right field. Have the Nationals struck within 1. That one's going to bounce hard off the wall. It's Keibert's 2nd hit of the game. Meneses at 3rd. McLean on the relay. Got Keibert at 2nd. Ruiz has never had the best of speed, and that's going to be a good out to end the inning for the Reds. Again, gets him out of a little bit of trouble right there as we go into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Candelario going to bounce one to his former teammate in Joey Meneses at first base. No Joey Gallo tonight for the Nationals, and no Jesse Winker. They're 2, other than Rosario, they're 2 left-handed bats that they acquired in the offseason. Not seen them yet today, and after a 1-out base knock, Jake Fraley going to hit one into right field, and that ball, oh my goodness! I didn't think it had the carry. Stone Garrett's gonna rob it in right field. Oh my goodness, I thought that was gonna score both, of course, Fraley and Benson at first, regardless of if it was a home run or not. Oh my goodness. Stone Garrett would have played to keep this one at 5-3. Here comes Luis Garcia Jr. Gonna start off this top of the fourth. Hits one kind of in the gap, but I mean, you know Elly De La Cruz is gonna get there. One gone for Lane Thomas, then the Lane train is gonna swing right through a fastball up and in. Two gone now. 5 strikeouts for Montas. Vargas up on the 2-1 pitch, gonna hit one shallow center field. But there's Elly De La Cruz to make the grab. Let's move now to the bottom of the fourth inning. Tyler Stevenson, the catcher, comes up on the 2-2 pitch. He will roll over one to third base. There is Vargas for the first out, thrown on over to Joey Meneses. In real life, actually, Joey Gallo is going to be playing first base for the Nationals, but it is what it is. Christian Encarnacion is going to pop one into right field. 2 gone just like that. TJ Friedel in the 1 spot on the 2-1 pitch is going to get under that Josiah Gray Patton cutter. There's going to be a pop out to Eldemaro Vargas. To the top of the 5th inning, again, the Reds only with the 2-run lead. Here comes Victor Robles, going to saw his bat off, and he's going to hit that one in the air to Encarnacion. 1 gone now. For the top of the order, CJ Abrams looking for a breakout season in 2024 for the Nationals. He's going to pop out to Matt McLain. So we got 2 gone now in the inning for Stone Garrett, who just robbed Jake Fraley of a home run, and he's going to ground out to Elly De La Cruz. On to the bottom of the 5th inning, leading things off, it will be Elly De La Cruz. Oh my goodness, he did it again. Back to back, Elly De La Cruz. Hopefully the Nationals don't get too offended with that bat flip like they did last season in DC, but De La Cruz goes yard, his 2nd of the season in just opening day. 404 feet, my goodness, he is the face of the franchise, Elly De La Cruz. And just like that, the Nationals go to the bullpen. Now, they're going to bring Trevor Williams out the pen. I don't believe Williams is going to be coming out the bullpen this season. I think the Nationals, unfortunately, are going to be pitching him as a starter this season, which, oh man, him and Patrick Corbin in the same rotation, and Jake Irvin, oh my goodness, pray for us Nationals fans. But after a leadoff single, Jeimer Candelario going to ground out, but no, they don't get McLain out at 2nd, nor do they get Candy at 1st. Both guys are safe. Will Benson now comes up with 1st and 2nd, no outs. Looks like a double play ball, but too shallow. Garcia can't get it to Abrams. Everyone's safe again. They're loaded with no outs for Jake Fraley. Again, got robbed in his last debut. This time, another bad swing, but okay, they're finally going to get it out at 2nd base, but it's an RBI for Fraley. 7-3 Reds now here in the bottom of the 5th. Steer looking to add on, a ball on the ground. I don't think Abrams will be able to turn 2. Maybe they will. Oh my goodness, great turn right there by the Nationals. They go Abrams to Garcia to Meneses. Trevor Williams getting out that jam right there. As we go to the bullpen, here comes Emilio Pagan at 2.99 ERA last season for him. Looking for a good year out of Pagan off the pen. Gonna be one of these guys I go to a lot, honestly. He's gonna get Joey Meneses to fly out to start off this inning to Friedel in center. 1 gone now for the 4th spot, which will be Eddie Rosario on the 1-2. Swing and a miss. 12-6 by Pagan. 2 gone now for Kibe Ruiz on the 2-2 pitch. Ruiz swinging right through a cutter. Let's now move on to the bottom of the 6th inning. Starting things off, it is Tyler Stevenson. Trevor Williams still pitching for this National squad, and Stevenson going to slowly roll over to short. 1 gone now for Christian Encarnacion, and he's going to take one the other way. I mean, exactly what you have to do with an outside fastball. Encarnacion just puts it into right field, and that will be another base knock for him, producing at the 9 spot for the Reds. He'll be on 2nd base with 1 out for the leadoff man, TJ Friedel, and he's going to pull one into right field. That ball's going to get through past the glove of Joey Meneses, and it will be a 1 out RBI single. He will advance to 2nd base, but it will be an RBI single for him. 8-3 now for Cincinnati. And if you're wondering about the difficulty, I have this on All-Star. Now, as Elly De La Cruz can hit one up the middle, I mean, with a dive from Luis Garcia, you basically take away any capability of getting De La Cruz out because he's that fast. They're on the corners with 1 out for Matt McLain, and oh my goodness, Matt McLain takes a slider the other way. That ball's up, and you can kiss it goodbye. Put it on the board, yeah. Matt McLain, 395 feet, his 1st of the season. And again, going back to the difficulty, it's an All-Star. I mean, I remember last year by the end of the Royal Series, I finished on Hall of Fame. I had it at Legend at one point, but some of my games on Legend would just end up being 1-0. So I think eventually, I just need to get back in the fold of things because I haven't played this game in a while. I think eventually we might end up back on Legend. I mean, Jeimer Candelario, his 2nd of the game. He saw Elly De La Cruz go twice into the seats, and he said, you know what? Let me follow that. Let me repeat that. But yeah, last year on the Royals series, I remember we bounced around from Hall of Fame to Legend hitting difficulty just because some of the Legends games would get you at, 1-0 score. I think eventually I'm going to end up at Legend pitching difficulty and Hall of Fame hitting difficulty. Right now, I will just tell you it is All-Star and All-Star, and again, we will adjust as I get more used to playing this game again. The score is 12-3, guys. It's a 12-3 game going into the 7th inning. Lucas Sims is pitching for the Reds. He's going to strike out Victor Robles there to end the inning. Spencer Steer now on the 2-2 pitcher in the bottom of the 8th is going to pull one into left field. That ball is going to get down, and Steer is going to score one, or he's going to bring one in. Tanner Rainey was the pitcher for the Nationals there. Steer is probably going to run himself into an out, though. He will. It's still a 10-run game, 13-3, as let's go to the top of the 9th. Again, it's a 10-run ball game. Tomorrow's video hitting difficulty will be back on Hall of Fame, and we'll see if we see any difficulty in that one. So after one out, here comes Keibert Ruiz. He'll just stay looking at a slider. Strike 3, 2 gone. Luis Garcia, the final hope for the Nationals, down by 10. Garcia on the ground, right to his former teammate Jeimer Candelario, and the Candyman is going to end things. It's a 13-3 opening day victory for the Cincinnati Reds. My goodness. I mean, what a victory. You couldn't have asked for a better start to the season than what we got right here. Again, you get a solid test on the mound. I mean, 19 hits for the Reds. Frankie Montas was shaky at points, but again, that will improve. 19 hits off of given a not very good Nationals pitching staff, but off of a starter in Josiah Gray, who again was an all-star last season, getting that start that you got against him with Jeimer Candelario going yard, with Elly De La Cruz going yard. You couldn't have asked for anything better. We will take the victory, and again, the Reds improved to 1-0 to start the 2024 MLB season. And folks, thank you all for watching episode number 1 of the Cincinnati Reds MLB The Show 24 franchise mode here on the channel. Make sure that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoy the video as well. Again, every single day with this Reds franchise mode here in 2024. And also, make sure to be on the lookout for March to October coming at you, another separate series coming at you later tonight as well. Folks, thank you all for watching. Make sure that subscribe button down below for more, and Mamba forever.